morning, young minds. In keeping with time-honored tradition, please open your textbooks to page 1. Chapter 1, beginning the search for truth.
Excuse me, Professor.
What is your question, young lady?
It's not exactly a question.
Not a question? Then it must be a counter-argument. But I haven't stated my argument yet.
No, it's not a counter-argument.
Not a counter-argument. And not a question. Curious. Perhaps you'd like to posit your own argument.
I don't have a textbook.
You are the only student in this room without a textbook.
I'm the only student.
That is not a counter-argument.
It doesn't say anything about textbook in the guide.
Are you implying that the guide is lying? Or mistaken? A misprint, perhaps. An omission of some sort. A glaring and egregious error? What is your name, young lady?
Sakura.
Are you absolutely committed to the pursuit of truth, Sakura?
Yes.
Then arm yourself with a textbook before next week, and we will begin the search for truth in earnest next class.
Professor Ayer?
Professor Ayer isn't here.
Aren't you Professor Ayer?
No, I am not Professor Ayer.
But the sign on your desk says...
Do you believe everything you read?
But...
What proof do you have that I am who you think I am?
I saw you in class this morning.
What if I told you that the man you saw in class this morning was not Professor Ayer, but a notorious imposter who has been banned from the campus for 15 years because of his fanatical and subversive pursuit of the truth? Sit down.
Then you are not Professor Ayer?
If the man you saw in class this morning was not Professor Ayer, and I am that man, and what I just told you was true, then it follows that I am not Professor Ayer.
I just want to get the textbook.
Did you see any reference to it in the library?
No.
Of course not. The textbook has been banned. It's too dangerous. The book has been banned and Professor Ayer himself has been banished. And that's why the Department of Truth is buried 19 floors beneath the university, where nobody can find it.
Really?
No! I made the whole thing up. If you believe every preposterous thing that anybody tells you, how can you hope to learn the truth? Tea?
Oh.
Earl Grey. A superior tea. Now, take a biscuit. And dunk it.
Dunk?
Yes, in your tea. Excellent word, isn't it? Let me show you. Good, very good. You show signs of becoming a very accomplished dunker.
Thank you.
Now, where was I?
Looking for truth.
Quite. Now, in order to find the truth, we must first establish what is false. Quite. Now, in order to find the truth, we must first establish what is false. Take her to the laboratory, and we'll get to the bottom of this girl. We'll administer the truth detector test.
The test will be in 5 seconds. The test will be 3 seconds. The test will be in once. The test is beginning.
Let me go.
Relax.
Help!
Are you an octopus?
No.
Is Paris the capital of France? Are you
Yes, answer the question.
No.
Answer the question, please.
No.
Is Professor Yer a liar? Is Professor Yer a liar? Is Professor Yer a liar? Is Professor Yer a philosopher? Is this the truth? Are you a rhinoceros?
Appearances can be deceptive.
I want to go home.
You want to go home? After coming all this way in the pursuit of truth, and now you want to go home?
Yes.
Well, goodbye. Off you go. I'll have to give you an F, though.
I didn't take this class to get an A or a B. I took the class because I wanted to know the truth.
That's the spirit.
All you want to do is confuse me.
The worm turns.
I'm not a worm.
That's the most sensible thing you've said all day, my dear. Have a biscuit.
Goodbye.
Goodbye, my dear. Students seem less inclined to pursue the truth these days. Oh well, it's a long and rocky road. Pity, really. You sure it promised?
Wait. Professor, wait! Professor, wait!
Are you the rhinoceros he was talking about?
I beg your pardon?
My father told me that a rhinoceros would come along and give me a ride on its back and take me to Arabia where I would marry a handsome frog.
A handsome prince, you mean?
No, don't be silly. A handsome frog.
Well, I'm not a rhinoceros.
You certainly don't look much like a rhinoceros.
That's a relief. I was beginning to think anything was possible.
My father says anything is possible. You only have to use your imagination.
Is your father a liar?
No, my father is A.L.Yer, the famous philosopher. He was banned, you know, for making things up. Pity though, I really was looking forward to marrying that frog. Well, come on, what are you waiting for? Come on. Yeah.
Ah, there you are. I'm glad you could make it. You're just in time for the ceremony.
Ceremony?
Yes, the graduation ceremony. Advanced degree in the pursuit of truth. And now, I'm going to present you with your diploma. And your Medal of Achievement. And your textbook.
There's nothing in here.
That's the whole point. You haven't written anything yet.
Oh,
You've come a long way in a short time, my dear. And next week we'll be getting into some advanced concepts. But I always like to finish a lesson with an anecdote.
anecdote?
Yes, a story. And what is a story but a lie that reveals the truth?
Does it have a rhinoceros in it?
Not this one.
Or a handsome frog?
I'm afraid not. It's not that kind of story.
Boring.
Once upon a time, there were two monks on a mountain with their teacher, watching the trees move in the wind. "Look," said one monk, "see how the trees move in the wind." "You're wrong," said the second monk. "It's the wind that moves the trees."
That's silly.
Well, which is it?
The teacher told the monks they were both wrong.
And?
Work it out for yourself.